Hey everybody, it's Luke here, and today I've got a treat for you. We're going to be making a healthy, high-protein hot fudge sundae. Oh yeah, you heard me right, a hot fudge sundae that's actually good for you, low in calories and high in protein. So let's get going. We got a little bit of prep here. It's not a 2-minute recipe. There's a little bit of preparation involved, so let me just show you what I have going here. I've got a pot of boiling water with a glass bowl in it, and it's nice and heated up and warm. What it's going to do, this is going to be for our sauce. Other than that, I have some ice out, and we're going to be using some milk, some other ingredients here. The main ingredient we're going to need is a Clif Builder protein bar, and it has to be a Clif Builder, and I'll show you why. So, when I was eating the Clif Builder bars, I kind of just recently noticed, how they're made up. So I'm going to cut this bar in half. And if you look at a Clif Builder bar, there's a layer of cookies and kind of a layer of chewy peanut butter chocolate stuff. So I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to separate those two layers. It actually separates and peels off really easy. Just kind of cut right along the edge and just cuts right off. It just peels and separates. So I have this cookie piece, and I've got this kind of gooey, bendy, peanut buttery piece. I'm going to do the same to the other half. So I cut it in half so I can see the line. I don't know if you can kind of see how this looks. Okay. So I'm going to cut that peanut buttery piece right off. Just comes right off. Leave the cookies here. Now I'm going to take these pieces. I'm going to cut them up into little squares, and this just helps them melt. Okay, so let's do both. So now I'm going to cut these crossways into little tiny squares. Okay. Now you got all these little tiny pieces of the chewy part of the top of the Clif Builder bar. Next thing you want to do is you're going to get some milk. I'm going to use 1%. You can use skim if you want. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of milk into a cup. Microwave safe dish. Okay. Actually, I think it's just 1 tablespoon. Okay, and I'm going to put that in the microwave just for 20 seconds. So while that's cooking, what's going to happen next is we're going to take the warm milk, put it in the glass bowl that is sitting on top of the boiling water. Now what it's going to do is it's going to prevent our fudge from burning. Okay, 2, 1. Alright, yep, that's nice and hot. I'm going to pour that in the dish. And then I'm going to put in my chewy, chopped up top of the Clif Builder bar in with the milk. I'm going to get a spatula or a wooden spoon is fine. I'm going to give it a little stir, and that'll just start to melt. It's already starting. Okay, next thing is you're going to take the crispy part of the Clif Builder bar and you're going to cut it up into little pieces. And what this is going to be is it's going to be kind of a cookie crumble on top of our hot fudge sundae. So you want to chop up both of them, get them into pretty good chunks. Okay. And then you just leave those here, set them aside. You want to check on your fudge. Give it a little stir. And this will take a little while. Mine's still pretty chunky. You can smack them down. Speed up the process. It's going to take a little while. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is make our ice cream. So this is going to be a really healthy protein-infused ice cream. So first thing we want to do is get some milk. We're going to use about 3/8 of a cup. I have 1/4 of a measuring cup, so I'm going to put this into a coffee mug. It could be a coffee mug or a small bowl. And then I'll tell you why. So I do 1/4 and then about 1/2 of a 4th. About 3/8 of a cup. And now the next thing is the secret ingredient here for this recipe. And that is, I have some fat-free French vanilla coffee creamer. This is going to kind of give it that ice creamy texture and feel. I'm going to pour in 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're making our healthy ice cream now. Now, there's a reason why we're pouring it into this little cup first. Is I tried this before doing this shoot now, and I put it in the blender. I put the protein in there, and when I turned it on, it just went. And a big cloud of chocolate protein went everywhere. I don't want to do that again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a scoop of protein into this cup, and I'm going to stir it up with a spoon. Okay, there goes one, and I'm actually going to put another scoop in. This is chocolate protein, it's whey protein, and it's 20 grams a scoop. So I'll put in one more scoop. The brand doesn't matter, just you can even use vanilla. Cookies and cream would probably work well. Okay, so this is a pretty thick consistency, and we want it to be thick because we're going to mix a bunch of ice in with this. So we're actually going to be diluting this, and we don't want our ice cream to be like a diluted little flavor. So let me stir my fudge again. Chocolate fudge sauce. That's looking pretty good. Still some chunks in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the protein, milk, and creamer mixture right into my blender. So if you use skim milk, the only fat in this right now is the fat that comes from your protein. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to put in ice. I have about, we'll put a couple handfuls, I'm not really sure how much we need. We're just going to get it to a really good consistency. It's going to be really thick. You got to make sure you have a powerful blender. I'm not sure a magic bullet's going to work for this. Vitamix might work, so let's crank this up. So sometimes you gotta stop it, give it a little turn. Well, that tastes good. You know, it's still kind of making that little tornado. I know I could put more ice in when it's still doing that. Pretty good consistency. So what I'm going to do now is got these little dishes. I'm going to pour it in, 2 separate dishes. This actually is going to make 2 servings of ice cream. One for you and one for later. So fill that up, and you're going to need to dig this out with a spoon. That's good. So good. And it's hard to believe that this tastes like ice cream and there's only, protein powder milk and that coffee creamer. Okay, so now this is a little soupy. So what I do is I put it in the freezer for a good while, 20 minutes. Stir up my fudge. Still a little chunky, but I might just have to live with that. It's pretty soft. Or I might put it in the microwave. So I'm going to put my ice cream in the freezer. But like any good cooking show, I already have one that I've made. So what I'm going to do is, this is actually going to turn into 2 servings. And this is only 1/4 of the ice cream. Okay, so I'm going to cut it down the middle, pop it out into a bowl. cream and I'll put one in the other bowl. Scoop this out. And I had taken this out of the freezer and let it thaw for about 15 minutes. Otherwise, with the milk in there, it freezes pretty solid. Okay, now I get my ice cream situated. Next thing on is the chocolate sauce. Okay, so, oh yeah, that's almost done there. And at the top of that Clif builder is pretty chewy. It takes a little while for it to melt down. So we're just going to go with it like that. Get a spoon here and oven mitt. And I've done this before. You don't need to do the glass bowl and the boiling water trick. You can just do straight in the microwave. So now we got this chocolate sauce that we made from melting our Clif Builder bar. I can kind of bring it up here, let you see it a little bit. We're going to kind of just put this on top of our ice cream. Okay, we're making 2 servings here. A little bit more here. Okay. Get this off the spoon. It's pretty fudge-like. Okay. And then on top of that, we're just going to distribute half and half the cookie crumble. Okay, and then I'm going to show you the final product. So, this is what it looks like when you're all said and done. Ice cream with the chocolate drizzle and the cookies. Now, as far as stats, in the whole batch of ice cream, there was, let's see here, 365 calories. But this is only 1/4 of the batch. So really, there's only 90 calories in the ice cream. And in this one, there is 2 grams of fat in the ice cream because we used 2 scoops of protein, and there's 2 grams of fat per scoop. So we got 90 calories in the ice cream. And the Clif Builder bars have, let's see here, 270 calories, 8 grams of fat. So this little dish is going to have, let's see here, 225 calories, 4 grams of fat, and 15 grams of protein. So hopefully you guys like this as much as I do. It's well worth it, and good luck.